Okay, look, we've 7 different plots here done in 7 different methods of grassland reseeding. We've got the plough, which is a traditional method, and then up along with 6 other different plots, all done with mull-tilled type systems. Probably a few maybe common mistakes that farmers make in terms of reseeding. Probably the first one in terms of what will stand out like a sore thumb is post-emergent spray. A lot of farmers, when they reseed their pasture, they don't go maybe back and look at the crops sort of 6 weeks after the reseed. That's critical. They need to go back and walk their field sort of 4 to 6 weeks after they sow out to see what weeds are actually established. Here you can see this particular plot was done 6 weeks ago, ploughed, and you would think they sowed dock seed in the field. The dock seed did not come in the grass seed mix. The dock seed is actually already in the soil. Once you disturb the soil, regardless of the method you actually use, but you'll actually find with the mull-tilled systems, because there's less maybe soil disturbance, there's less docks, but with a ploughed system, once you disturb the soil, the dormant seed that's actually in the soil starts to grow. So you can see here the difference between docks, okay? The plot on our right hand side here has been sprayed with a post-emergent spray, and you see that the docks, the chickweed and the red shank has been removed. And here in the plot that we're standing, you can see that you think we sowed the field out in weeds. Suppose if you look at the 2 dock plants that I'm holding here in my hand, the first one here is basically a seedling dock, and I'd say to most farmers, go into your field sort of 4 to 6 weeks after you sow it out, walk your field and prise the grass apart. Do you see docks like this, and you see them, the leaf there's got the size of my thumbnail. When docks are at that stage, that's the stage you need to be hitting them with a post-emergent spray. So basically when you look at if you dig out the dock at that stage, you'll find that it's got a very small taproot, and that dock is very easily killed at that stage. If you don't spray it and you wait till the dock gets to this sort of stage, you'll find at this stage, even within sort of 8 to 10 weeks, the dock plant has established now a taproot of probably about 3 inches. This dock plant is a lot more difficult to kill than this dock plant. And the message we're trying to get across to farmers is, don't wait till it gets to this stage, kill it at this stage. And you will find that when you kill it at this stage, you'll get rid of it. Okay, but if you wait till this stage, it's a much more difficult plant to kill, and you'll generally find that that plant will be there next year, and you're going to have a mature dock problem on your farm. Moving up along, regardless of the systems that are used, post-emergent spray is critical. Another failing I'd find on farms is they don't maybe use a pre-emergent or a glyphosate spray before the mull-tilled system or the plough system. So across the way, all the paddocks were sprayed off with Roundup at 7 litres to the hectare. Basically what you're doing there is you're killing off the mature dock. The mature dock will have a root anything from maybe 2 to 3 feet long, so you're killing that dock off completely, and you're killing off the old hash. Then whether you plough or use a mull-tiller, you're working on a clean surface. The post-emergent spray is killing the weeds after you reseed. Going on then to other areas that you'd find weaknesses on farms. A lot of farmers will maybe choose their grass seed the day they're going to sow. So they go down to the local co-op, they pick the grass seed off the shelf, and home they go. Huge variation in land type in this country, from very wet to very dry soils, from very early to very late, and depending on what you want to do with your grass. Do you want to, is the sward for grazing? Is the sward for 2-cut silage? You need to choose your grass seeds to meet those differences. So if you're choosing maybe to go with a 2-cut silage, you might look at maybe tetraploids that start to head out from late May into early June, depending on the part of the country you're from. If you're looking at heavy, wet soils, you might be looking at diploids that have a good ground cover. So look, there's different grass varieties out there to meet different systems, okay? Farmers need to look at their grass varieties much earlier in the year. If they're choosing grass seeds, any grass variety can be made up, or any grass seed mixture can be made up to suit the farmer. In terms of grass seed mixture itself, you're talking probably a minimum of 3 to 4 varieties. You don't need any more than 3 to 4 varieties of grass. So you're choosing between diploids and tetraploids. Try and maybe have the heading date within sort of 10 days of each other. And if you're putting in a clover into a mix, add at least maybe 2 kilos of clover into your mix.